Well, this is my first conference with WCD, and what I really like about it is even though we cover some of the similar subjects that we hear at other conferences where there's a mix of men and women, mostly men, it's nice to hear the discussion and not just get into the technical, but the critical, what I call soft skills of relationship management and building.
This is the first time I attend a global institute, and as such, I think I'm very impressed by the caliber of the people. I think the two objectives I come for. One is the topic, the sharing and the discussions around the topics, be a risk and complexity or at the board level, discussions about the global trends around the world. So that's one is the content, and the speakers that we have in the panels are absolutely of high quality. And the second one, which is just as important, is have a forum where we can really network with people around the world, be Australia, South Africa, or Brazil, where we can really exchange our points of view and differences, and as well as best practices that we have around the world in terms of the topics that we all share at the board level.
I really have enjoyed some of the deeper dives into areas around social responsibility or scarcity of resources. I think the topics at this conference in particular have been well thought through and very good panelists.
I don't think there's any better way than coming to the Global Institute to meet women from all over the world. And not just women who are on boards, but women who are active in corporate governance, who are active in economic issues, who are active in politics and government. It's just really an extraordinary gathering of women from all walks of life who care about best practices in corporate governance, and that's what makes it really unique.
Having the connection to this Global Institute gives directors the opportunity, when they're looking at an acquisition, or looking at going into a new market, to be able to say, I know someone in that country, I know someone in that industry, I know someone on the board we're looking at, and be able to make that personal connection.
I have nothing but praise and high hopes for the WCD, and here at this conference, it's amazing to me the level of women, the camaraderie, their incredible capabilities in business, and their heartfelt belief that governance is such an important thing to do right and well.
What has come out of this conference is an opportunity for women from 5 continents to be able to connect, to be able to go deep fast over table topics, over best practices, to be able to go to each of the sessions and say, what can I learn from this? What questions should I be taking back to my boardroom? Because what directors do best is ask good questions. Help management think beyond the next quarter into the next few years and the future of the company.
Well, usually at Women Corporate Directors, what you fall in love with are all the women, the other directors who have ideas and experiences similar to you, and you can come away with best practices and ideas, and it is an energizing, broadening experience. But at this Global Institute, I found that for many of us, it was the subject matter was broad enough that it made you think about subjects that you have not been addressing as a board, that you have not had time to address. I sit on an audit committee, and we are very focused on our audit committee work. But have we really been thinking about the scarcity of food and water in the world? Not as much as we could have been. Have we been thinking about the impact of urbanization? Not as much as we could have. So I think it's broadened one's view as a director for what one could and should be thinking about on a board of directors today.